Hi, I'm Kat. It's December 24th, and this is our daily tarot. Our opening card for the day is the Four of Cups. So we're in a place of contemplating some kind of emotional situation or emotional matter, or some situation in life that is bringing us some kind of discontent. And we're questioning, what does it mean to be happy? What does happiness look like? And are the things in my life aligned in such a way for me to actually be able to feel this emotion in my experience? So if you're looking at your life and you have your three cups standing up and you see what's there and what you're working with, and some new thing comes in, it's asking us to reevaluate how we're looking at things. We might also be looking at our material successes in this year and whether or not we can derive any satisfaction from it. So this is our opening energy of today. We're definitely in some space of contemplation around how we feel around something that we've been working on this year. The challenge that we're going to be working with today is the Major Arcana of the Hermit. So this question is bringing us to a pretty deep place of introspection, and it's asking us to go inward and actually look within and see where we're at. It's interesting because this card is governed by Virgo, the Hermit. The Hermit climbs to the mountain and goes on this journey inward within themselves as they separate themselves kind of from the outer experience. And so in a lot of ways, when we do contemplate emotional matters, it brings us inward. It brings us inside of ourselves. Something to watch out for with this card of the Hermit is that this energy tends to be overly critical of ourselves because it's an earth-ruled sign or card that is governed by Mercury and air. And so we can get this sense of how we see things is solid. And in that way, it can actually create a really, trial of space as far as how we look at ourselves. So we can look at ourselves with this overly critical eye. And so you may be looking at your experiences this year with, the monocle and the overly critical eye. And yet, that's not really useful for us. It can be really defeating. And so the Hermit also has this energy of bringing light to a situation, to bring healing and understanding to the situation, because mutable earth is all about healing and breaking some things down so that new things can be reborn from them. Hence the Hermit card. The way that we're going to get through that challenge is the Eight of Wands. So something's coming in today, some new conversation, some new inspiration that's pulling us out of this inner space. It's pulling us out of ourselves, and it could be an interaction, as I said, could be someone reaching out to you today, or some situation that happens today that moves things back into the flow. It creates a movement, because as you can see, all of these 8 wands are up in the air and they are not landing. So consider that, like, wherever you feel certain in your mind, there are still things happening. There are still things that are up in the air. There are still things that are unknown. And trust in that, because certainty can often get in our way of realizing opportunity. The overall outcome for today is the Three of Wands. So we have a lot of kind of water energy and fire energy, so it's how do our emotions activate our will. And in this card, we see that there's these 3 wands. One is in his hand, or their hand. One is over to the side, and one is behind them. And in front of them is this body of water that has a number of ships in it. And so it's this energetic of seeing where we feel called to go. Like we have to cross this emotional precipice, so to speak, in that there's this body of water that we might have trepidation in traveling and transversing across. And yet the message of this card is keep going forward. Help is on the way. As much as we consider that we have to have the whole route planned and everywhere that we're going to stop along the way, and be in control of our environment and have all of, the things in line before we even start to cross this body of water. That's not actually possible, because things are going to happen. Things are going to come up. And this is reminding us that we are intricately woven in this universe, and that there is help out there. There are people out there that will help you and assist you when you are in your time of need. Not everyone is a pirate. Some people are teachers. So keep moving forward. If you see something in yourself that you want to work on, put some effort there, and realize that as you nurture it, things will grow and new things will come into your life. But you have to be willing to cross that space and trust that that's what the universe wants you to do. We're going into the final days of 2021, and it causes us a lot of reflection. And I encourage you to take that energy of reflection and make the most of it, kind of like getting clarity and then retying the sails of your ship so that you can move forward in the direction that you feel called to move, because that's your heart pulling you in that direction. And it's important to trust that. Sending you so much love today. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.